Welcome back to Interiors by Design. I'm Chris Madden. A bed typically makes the biggest design statement in a bedroom, but is it making the design statement you want? We're taking you window shopping as we look for options in beds to see what styles might work in your home.
A bed frame is going to set the theme for the space, so I would choose a bed frame based on the theme of the room after you've determined that. When you're choosing a bed frame, it's important to know that the bed frame can add really up to almost 10 inches to the width of your mattress. So before you go shopping, make sure that you have enough room on your bed wall for that extra width. Also, bedding, if you choose very fluffy bedding, bedspreads, those take up another few inches because you don't want your bedding to be smashed in between your nightstand and your bed.
Vikki found some great options in bed frames in the Beacon Hill showroom and the Pacific Showrooms West in the San Francisco Design Center.
This bed I would classify as very classic looking. It has some very soft lines. You can see the arch on the top as well as it's mirrored on the footer. If someone would like a bed that's very simple but yet traditional and elegant, I think this would be a good choice for him because it doesn't have a lot of carving on it. It's also in classic mahogany. The other thing I would point out about this bed is the bed linens do not go to the floor. They're tucked into the side rails, and that's the way this bed is meant to be shown. So you don't need a skirt with this bed, but you do have to make this bed every day in order for it to look this lovely.
Vikki says that's an important point to keep in mind when you're shopping. Do you want a more tailored look that's going to take a little more maintenance in the morning? Or would you rather have a bed that's easy to make? If you're looking for a bed that produces a formal look with little effort, you might consider a canopy bed.
Well, canopy beds are very dramatic. You need to have maybe a little bit larger of a room to handle a canopy bed, particularly if you're going to hang the side panels and the valance around the top of it. I just think canopy beds are a good choice if you want to do something very unique and very dramatic. This bed happens to be a painted bed in an 18th century style. It's very romantic. I just think it's a very fun and unique bed.
Canopy beds come in almost every style. From the more formal look with heavy tailored draping to a more sleek and contemporary style, these beds are best used in a space with high ceilings. However, if you like the look of a canopy bed but don't have a large room, you might opt for creating a canopy look with fabric on the wall behind the bed. This will create the illusion of a larger space by drawing your eye up. Another popular option is a four-poster bed.
Well, four-poster beds don't look quite as massive as canopy beds. One thing to keep in mind with four-poster beds is if your bedroom is used for TV viewing, a lot of times one of those poles will be in the way. Or if you have a wonderful view out one of your windows, the poles can be in the way and obstruct your view. So keep in mind where your bed will be and where the posts will be before you make that commitment. You might notice that this bed seems a little low compared to some of the other beds that we've seen. And the reason is this bed does not have a box springs. It simply has a mattress on top. That's not to say that you could not use a box springs with this bed, but part of the look of this bed is for it to look like a platform bed. The other thing I think is very interesting about this bed is the use of materials. They've actually used stainless steel with leather. And I think that's quite an unusual combination. The leather would be very durable and it's also very soft to lean up against as the headboard is upholstered in leather. I like the scale of this bed. This bed actually would fit in a small space quite nicely, and it's a modern version of a sleigh bed.
If you're looking to use a headboard and footboard, a sleigh bed is a great choice. Traditional styles in wood have a classic feel, whereas a sleigh bed that uses more modern materials can work in a clean, contemporary space. The look of your entire bedroom can take cues from the type of frame that you select, so keep in mind what kind of atmosphere you want to create in this special private space.
I think it's some kind of an idea on the feel of the room and the theme of the room before you start shopping for a bed, because a lot of the bed frames really do require certain styles of bedding for it to look right.